Welcome to the London Property Podcast, your go-to source for navigating the complex and ever-changing London real estate market. Our digital marketplace provides informative and educational content from industry leaders through podcasts and videos. We cover various aspects of the real estate experience, including buying and selling, finance, law, tax, construction, design, and more. Join us as we delve into the latest trends and developments in the market and gain valuable insights from our panel of experts.
Hello and welcome to London Property, the home of Super Prime. I'm Farnaz Fazaipour, and today we're delighted to invite Tom Tangney back to the show for our market update series. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So for our audience, let's just give a quick summary of what area of the market you specialise in and what's it been like in the last 12 months.
So Rose & Partners is a small boutique firm with Simon, Rose and myself. We basically cover the prime central London market, so everywhere from Belgravia up to Holland Park. We will sell houses and flats of most sizes and values. And we tend to really concentrate on just a select few at any one time. It's better that we give more of 100% to our clients rather than spread ourselves too thinly. So at the moment, we're ranging in properties in Kensington for just under 17 million to a flat in Beena Gardens. Actually, and we've just exchanged contracts on that one, actually. But, flats at around £3 million as well. So, and everything in between, so that's what we do. We tend to work very closely with our clients as a result because we are just a small firm.
So if you were to tell us what you have noticed, what trends and what kind of market conditions you've noticed in the past 12 months, what would you say?
I think we have seen the market change to people really wanting to buy something that they can move into straight away. I mean, cash rich, time poor. Because the associated buying costs are so high now, people are sort of not really prepared to wait another 18 months, 2 years to move into the house that they bought, house or flat. So we are looking for people are looking for something that they can move into with a minimum of fuss. More green ticks as opposed to red crosses. Nationalities of buyers are still very varied in London. We're actually seeing some more Americans in the marketplace at the moment. That could be because of what's perhaps happening on the other side of the pond at the moment, who knows. But we are seeing more Americans in the UK market, which is interesting because they did leave for a while. Families who are entrenched here, kids are in school here, so the family market is still very much active, and they are looking for good-sized properties and houses, predominantly 4 bedrooms plus. Same goes with flats. Pied-à-terre market isn't as active as it has been in the past, again because of the associated buying costs and the taxation that comes with that.
Yes, and people who live abroad have got some things on their agenda at the moment.
Yes, there's a lot going on around the world at the moment, exactly.
Yeah. So now I'm going to ask you to take out your crystal ball and tell me that if you were to predict what is to come, what would you say?
I don't think there's going to be much of a change. I think it's more of the same. I think, what we're looking at ahead of us on the 4th of July, whoever is returned to number 10, I think we'll just see more of the same. Taxation is always going to be an issue. The non-dom taxation has been brewing for a while. I think that we will see... I don't think we'll see any major changes in property taxes. I don't think we'll see any changes in stamp duty, although I have my own feelings on how that should be amended or changed or done away with altogether. But it's such a low down thing on the list of things to do. That's not going to happen. So I think we'll just see the market continuing as it has done over the last 12, 18 months.
So I think you've kind of answered my next question with what you've just said, but is there any specifics with regards to the elections that you think are going to affect the housing market?
Nothing specifically. Although, yes, and I know I touched on the non-dom thing. I think what we're going to see there is actually a lot of non-doms reassessing their property holdings in the UK. They may no longer wish to hold the bigger family homes because they're not going to be here for as long as they might. So they may sell those and perhaps buy an apartment or something that they can lock up and leave. So I don't think we'll see them leaving the shores completely. They'll just be here not as much as they would like to be, and we'll just realign their property holdings. So bye-bye some of the bigger houses and hello to some of the nicer flats and maybe some of the new developments as well, where they can just feel secure that it's lock up and leave.
It's interesting because people always go into reaction mode, and then once they actually absorb what's happening, and the reality hits, it's never as bad as people think.
No, I think there is always a knee-jerk reaction. We had this some years ago, if you remember, when there was this double jeopardy of taxation, and we had a lot of people who decided they're going to go and live in Switzerland, especially in the banking community. They all ran off and then came back about 2-3 years later with their tails between their legs, finding that actually property was more expensive then. So knee-jerk reaction, but I think when people sit down and actually think about it, there's still a lot to hold people in London. Just life in London is so nice.
Yes, and you have to pay tax somewhere.
Yeah.
So you haven't noticed any specific non-dom movements and reactions apart from the market chatter?
Yeah, market chatter. And one or two clients I have one client who has said that they may consider leaving the UK, although they are not in the non-dom situation, but a lot of their friends are, and they're saying their dining circle might get smaller. So they might go and sort of say, well, let's go and live in Italy or Spain or France or whatever, just because that's where all our friends are. So there may be some people who might move because their social circle is smaller.
It may also be that people had plans. It's a little bit like COVID. Like you were thinking of moving to the country and, why not do it now and then move your children there and work from there and commute back in. And I think with the non-dom, it's a little bit the same. It's like, eventually when I'm finished with London, I'm going to move to the Bahamas.
Yes.
And then it's just like, well, I might as well just do it now. It's
just crystallized it.
So there's been a little bit of that going on rather than, oh my God, I'm throwing a towel in, that's it, I'm done.
No, they would have probably already planned, as you said, forward planning.
Yeah.
They've already got their escape plan if they're going to go anyway. Others are not. Some are going to stay here because they're too entrenched.
No. Well, I think that we'll be back talking again once we've settled in after the 4th of July elections in the autumn. But thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
And it's always good to speak to you, Tom, and really appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to our latest episode of the London Property Podcast. Head over to our website where you can browse our exclusive network of top experts driving the market. As a member, you'll have direct access to our experts and their networks. Our award-winning content will help you choose the right professionals for your needs and make informed decisions about your investments. Personal recommendations are a powerful tool in connecting with trusted professionals. Let us introduce you to the right people to help you achieve your real estate goals. Contact us now to learn more about becoming a member and gaining access to these valuable resources, or joining our directory of experts.